my name is IKUYUK, and welcome back to my Wonder World. I've been having so much fun recently. So, in the last video, I went over a tiramisu game I made, like a sort of mini game that I made over there in my theme park, the Wonderland. And it was very awesome to make, but we can't play it yet because we don't have enough players. But I still want to do something. I still want to make things. So I am going to spend the day not just doing whatever at home and doing a bunch of random stuff. I think I'm going to build a tunnelway over either to the theme park or to another place in the distance that I haven't quite revealed in the videos yet, I don't think. But I have been working on it. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. But for now, I want to choose a hat that we're wearing for today. Yesterday, I went with the leaf hat, but I didn't like it too much. I mean, it is a really adorable hat. It really looks awesome. The big problem with it is that like you can barely notice it. But also the fact that I got mugged by a villager in the morning, so I had to put it up here with my armor instead of actually wearing it and enjoying it. So that sucked. Even though that's the case, even though it's true, I'm not gonna wear it today because it's so, I don't want to say nothing, but but because it's so minimalistic, I want to wear a fancy cap today. I was going to wear the Kirby hat, but the Kirby hat is absolutely massive, so I'm gonna go with this. Oh, whoops. Oh, I broke it. Oh no, I gotta fix it now. I guess this is a good way of showing you guys how to use the CIT pack. Oh, goodness gracious, I thought I was gonna put it on my head. Well, anyways, with the CIT pack, you can put an underscore at the end of the item's name and then type in the block name. There's a catalog for it, which I think I'll try to link in the description. And I don't remember it, but I think I can try it. I think it was flower, straw, hat 1. It was! Okay. Now there's a variety of them, but they don't all work for some reason because the textures are a bit broken, so I think... Oh wait, no, it's not because the textures are broken, it's because they have a different flower texture. Oh my goodness, of course! I never really thought about this, but apparently, my theory is that it actually uses your game's texture pack instead of making a new one. Meaning, all this time, I thought it was the texture pack's fault, but it might have been because of my custom flowers. I'm gonna test this out real quick. I'm gonna take off. I'm going to disable my flower texture pack, and I'm gonna try this again. Okay, it's disabled, all the flowers are back to normal, and I'll go here and put flower, straw, hat 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that was the problem. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna go with 4, because it's the blue one. Alright, let's put it on. Oh, that looks so pretty! That looks so pretty. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that I can't have both packs at once, unless I only want the flower one. Or, I guess the sunflower one. That's really cool, though. That's really cool. I think I might change it back to the sunflower one just because I really do love the effect that the other flowers have in my world, because this just looks bland to me now. But I'll keep that in mind in the future, just in case I want to wear the blue flower hat. Oh, that's awesome. Alrighty, so I changed it back, but it's still been a very enlightening experience. Okay. I guess now I have to show everybody what I was talking about earlier when I said something that was a part of the videos. I really have to keep track of my horses. I really do. I left him here. I don't know where he went. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, I was going to take the horse, but I guess I can't anymore. Oh, no. I am a terrible horse owner. I am an absolutely terrible horse owner because I always leave them behind. I always lose them. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but they always get lost. I drop them off at my house, and then in a few, I think like 3 or 4 Minecraft days, they just end up missing every time. There's probably a random horse wearing diamond horse armor halfway across the world, and I just don't know where he is. I really need to make a stable or something. I'm just a terrible horse owner. Alright, well, anyways, moving past the cafe and the store there, I'm gonna go a bit to, like, what is this, the east? I think it's the east. And then I'll be able to show you guys the big old airport. Because I've been working on an airport. So here's the front of the building. There will be a second floor at some point. That's what this whole archway is. But right now, it's still a big work in progress. I actually started this like a very, very long time ago. Like I think it might have been like a month or two at this point, and I just never went over it. You can see all my stuff here. All of the blocks I just never use are sitting in these containers. And this is what the inside looks like. Oh my gosh. This is much more bland than I remember it being. I really did not decorate very well at all, did I? I guess this makes up for the lack of decorations though, because if you look up here, you'll see a list of Minecraft worlds that you can go to from this airport, and these are all actual Minecraft like worlds. They've all existed at one point or another. These aren't just random locations that came out of nowhere. These are all real Minecraft maps that I looked up on, like, you know, Planet Minecraft or stuff like that, you know? These were all real places, and I think that's awesome, because that will give me the opportunity to, like, go through them, kind of like as a list, like maybe there to there, or there to there, in a separate series. That would be very, very cool. There is this little security checkpoint thingamajig, like real airports have. You can, like, put your stuff through here. I haven't made a good sorting system yet, so I guess the strategy at the moment is to just get up here and collect it through the hole. That's one way of going about security checkpoints in Minecraft, I guess. Now, this bit's under construction. I think I will add an annex at some point to this side of the building. But there's also these little terminals here. This doesn't really go anywhere, but the other ones do, or at least they will at some point. It wasn't wise putting them so close together, because only one plane can fit in any given terminal. So it's not like there's really a purpose of having 3 of them, so that will change in the future, especially as I make the annex. You can actually go through the gate into the plane, and even, if you so wish, into the cockpit of the plane. I absolutely love this. I know it's like a really bland, really mundane thing, you know, it's not super detailed, but I think it's awesome. Oh my god, the toilet. I forgot I put a toilet here in the first place. That's that's really silly of me. I'll definitely add more of these as time progresses. I'll definitely do more stuff with the planes. You know, I'm not gonna just, like, have it be a thing where it's just there and I forget about it. I'm gonna do things with it, but for now, it's just a small detail of my world. Oh! I haven't even gone up to the tower yet. Definitely gonna remodel that. Definitely going to remodel that at some point. Probably, like, make it like a glass dome. That would be really cool. Alrighty! So, moving on from all of the rambling I do, I think I'm gonna build it somewhere near the center of this. Ooh! Ooh! Or better yet, I'll turn this to be built in the future sign into a to be built now sign. Let me just take all these things down so I can expand it. I think I'll have a staircase that goes downward from here, leading to the metro building. Oh goodness, what's this? Oh, I forgot about this cavity entirely. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. You, sheep, you. Have you been stuck down here ever since I built that thing? I built that, I made that building months ago. You must have been down here for months. Okay, we're getting you out of here. Before I go into a time lapse, we're getting that sheep out of here. Goodness. I got a lead, and now I think I can help you out. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, you really didn't have a way out, actually. Yeah, because if you went down, you almost certainly would have fallen to your demise. Either that or the vines. But regardless, I see why you didn't go. Oh, you do not look so well. You look mad. You look like... Oh, it's because you're looking down. You okay? Are you good? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh my goodness, I feel horrible. We need to get you a place to live or something. You've just... I can't comprehend the idea that you've been in there for months. I really have to make up for that somehow. For now, you can stay in here with our buddy Sprinkles. And hopefully that won't be too much of a problem for you. I know it's inside, so it might be weird, but we really... Goodness gracious, I really just need to do something to make up for the fact that you've been in there for months! Months! I built that thing months ago, and you've just been stuck down there the whole time. Not a very good look for me, Sprinkles. Not a very good look. Alrighty, no more waiting. I think I'm gonna get building now. I'll go over a few of the ideas I have for it, and then we'll get to the time lapse. So, big idea right now is I'm gonna build a staircase down. It's gonna go to a small subway platform, and then there's going to be a subway station or tunnel thing that's gonna cut through the mountain and go all the way over there. There's gonna be a rainbow tunnel at some point, and there's gonna be different segments to it. But for the majority of it, it will just be a normal tunnel. I'll try to make it look pretty, but I can't assure you that it will. Once we get past the mountain, I'll bring it above land, and then the rest of it should be smooth sailing. Oh my goodness. Oh, that skeleton's gone. Alright, it's time. No more distractions. I get distracted far too easily. Okay, so I just changed all of my mic settings in OBS because it was infuriating me. And now we are going to go down to the thingamajig that I showed you. I can't really think of any good way to bridge this together, because the whole thing I was gonna do I'm a bit close to the camera. The whole thing I was gonna do is go, I'm gonna show you the thingamajig I built. It's such a surprise that I built it, but to be honest, I've showed you the time lapse, so you know what I built. There's not really a reason to do that. I'm not gonna go this way, actually. I'm gonna go this way. It's a bit silly of me, but I'm still gonna do it every time. This is the thing, the thingamabob, and it was in a weird position. I thought it was further away from the staircase down to the mob grinder I made. Oh, I also did that off camera. I should probably show you guys. But yeah, back when I was still relying on survival and everything, I spent so much time just not recording and just not doing anything on camera. This whole thing, it's a massive structure actually. I have to show you all of it now. But yeah, this whole thing, I made all of this off camera, and I was gonna make a video on it, and I just never did. Oh my gosh. There's more of you stuck down here? Oh, oh gosh, there's probably gonna be more down there. Oh, I don't have the time. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll go down there in the future to get you. That sucks. But yeah, it's very absurd Because this isn't just the one spawner. There's another bit over here. I made like a waterway down to. Oh, it's such a mess. Oh, this is such a mess. Is this it? This is it. Yeah, there's a second spawner. Yeah, this is. Shh. Oh, that genuinely scared me. How are you in here? Get away! Anyways, yeah, there's a second spawner in here, but it's crazy inefficient. Like, no spiders ever come from this place, so there's like almost no point in having it. But I spent so much time in this little cavern here, and I never made a video on it. Hello. Oh, to think that I really did just spend hours sitting here, just clicking. Oh no, I'm not gonna think about that time. Okay. Let me reorganize my thoughts because it's far too easy for me to get distracted. Sometimes I feel like a toddler. Anyways, this is going to be the rail station. I'm going to extend it out in the future to a bunch of separate locations when I actually build them. But this might, in some time, replace the current system for the theme park, or at least give a separate entryway to them. So I think I'll reserve this bit for a second theme park entry. This bit will probably go to the village or spawn. Ooh, spawn would be a really good option, actually. I've been so silly. I've yet to actually make a rail system that goes to spawn. That's definitely something I should do eventually. There will be another one to the village, maybe this one. And then this one over here, I think this will go to the airport. It's going to be a bit difficult to do, though, because it might require, let me move this out of the way, it might require me to cover up all the space and add like a separate tunnel bit that's going to look really ugly and stick out of the ground. See, as much as I kind of love this, it can look very ugly. This little cavern here can look so ugly, and at some point I am definitely going to have to like terraform things and build a bunch of houses here. Oh my gosh, you're back? You're back? Get out of here! I could have sworn I fought this exact same skeleton before. Be back. Get here. Back into the water with you. Gonna be a whole lot of work I am yet to do, but that's not now. That's not now. I'm not gonna do that now. I'm too lazy. But I'm not quite done. I feel like there's more stuff I want to do. So therefore, more stuff to do I will do. That's a weird statement. That's a really weird sentence. My goodness. I want to do more, so more I will do. Okay, I think that makes a little bit more sense. That's it. I'm being a little goober right now. Yeah, if we go along this way, this was gonna be the original rail design for the village. It looks very ugly though, so I'm not gonna keep it. But this used to be the old system for the village. And what I was thinking of is for Valentine's Day, making like a cherry tree kind of river. It will have like a supporting wall or like a levee or something, and then there's gonna be like a path. Oh goodness, lightning! And on that path is gonna be a bunch of like cherry trees. It's gonna be nice. And at some point, I'll make some kind of store alongside it. It's gonna be like a flower store. I think that's a wonderful idea. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it over here because this isn't a very straight river, and it'd be very difficult to do that here. Maybe it would be fun, but it's also pretty wide. Oh, that struck really close. I have to get back home. Yeah, it would be difficult to do it there, so I'll go and look at the other river real quick so I can get a good idea of where to actually place it. So if we go all the way over here, oh my gosh, it's beginning to look like a small town. That's really cool to see. But yeah, if we go over here onto this river. Oh, I don't like that sound. Oh, I gotta get inside eventually. Okay, if we go over this river, that's the river I'm gonna be making the thing on. I hope, because oh my god, it's getting closer. It's gonna be right there. Because it's straight enough to be able to build those things, and I think the trees would complement it nicely, and it wouldn't be too difficult to terraform, and I'm gonna get struck by lightning if I stay out here. My last idea, well, I guess not really last, but last of this episode that I'm gonna keep in, is a bee farm. I love bee farms. I love like I know people make fun of the 1.15 update because it was like silly or something, it didn't have much stuff, but I loved the bees. The bees were one of the most awesome things that they've added to this game so far, just like in terms of passive mobs. Oh my god, okay, yeah, I need to go to bed! But to summarize everything I said in the last like 5 or 10 minutes, there's a whole lot of things that I want to make, and we have a really good idea of what to do for the future of my world. And also, a pretty good framework in place to connect all the world together. The subway station is actually starting to hold more than one line. Originally, it was just a way for me to get to the theme park, but now it's a way to get everywhere. And that's awesome. Have I mentioned that I love trains? Without going on any more rambles, I think now is a good time to end this episode. I didn't do too much and I rambled a whole lot, but if you somehow did manage to have fun watching me ramble and build the train station, please do like it and subscribe because that helps an absolute metric ton. And I will see you guys in the future.